Your discussion on classes. Here we have a class called box, and in this box demo example, we have created a my box object, and that object, the parameters of that objects are assigned, and we have found out the volume of the object. Now, suppose that we have another box and we have another box. I am going to write the program for this, which is this is suppose that I am going to rename this as my box 1, my box 1 dot height, my box 1 dot width, and my box 1 dot depth. And here also we have to my box 1 dot height, my box 1 dot width, and my box 1 dot depth. Okay. Now I'm going to have another object which is my box 2. Now if you are creating a new object, then I'm going to write the code for that here. That means after this I'm going to write the code for that. Now box my box 2 equal to new box, right? Now I am setting this my box 2 dot my box 2 dot height equal to say 20.0, my box 2 dot height width is equal to say 5.7, and my box 2 dot depth is equal to say 3.4. Okay, this is 3.4. Now you have created the first object, which is my box 1, my box 1, and this is my box 1, and my box 2 is another one, which is my box 2, another object is created. That means using this new keyword here, you have created my box 1, and using this new keyword you have created my box 2. My box 2 dot height, width, and depth, these are the 25.7 and 3.4. Now here you have found out the volume. You are going to print the volume of my box 1, and here again you have to take a replica of this. That means system dot out dot println the volume of the box is box, here volume of box 1 is, and now after that you should have another statement like system dot out dot volume of the box 2 is, then my box 2 dot height, my box 2 dot width, and my box 2 dot depth. Now in this example, so we have to complete this. That means after that system dot out dot println you have to exact replica of this, and you have to replace this 1 by 2. Now it will print when this is executed. It will print the volume of the first box 1 is, then volume of box 2 is, then the volume of the two boxes will be displayed. So here you are calculating the volume of the boxes in this main program. Now suppose that here you are adding a volume method. That means a particular box is there, and that box is having a property of volume, and this user, this box number class is having this public static void main, and he is setting the values of my box 1 as well as my box 2, and he is asking, or he is going to he is giving an instruction to the object to return the volume. That means once you have created this my box 1 and my box 2, then suppose that we are having a volume method here. That volume is a property of that box and the calculating that volume of the box, we are going to have a method here which is calculating the volume of this box. So I am going to have it here. Okay, here I am going to add a method that means volume. Volume is a function. Volume is a function which I am going to add here. And here, what does this volume do? Volume is the body of this volume method is here system dot out dot println. Here we have two system dot out dot println. That means one for printing the volume of the first box and the other for the volume of the second box. Then here I am going to have system dot out dot println. That means as the body of this volume method, I am going to have a system dot out dot println statement, and inside this the volume of the box is plus. Here, if you are creating an object, then if you are creating an object here, this is the object. This is having what? Height, width and depth, and a method is also there. This is the method which is volume. This is the volume method, and here you are just calling this volume method means when this volume method is you are calling this volume method, what the object does is it is printing the volume of the current object. That means here I am going to have height into width into depth. Okay, that means height into width into depth. That means when the volume method is called, what the object does is it is printing the volume of the object which is referenced. Okay, now here I am going to have a minor modification for this. So here you have created my box 1, here you have created my box 2, then parameters of my box 1 are set and parameters of my box 2 is also set. And here what I am going to do is for printing the volume of these two boxes, what I am going to do is here I am just calling my box 1 dot volume. When the volume method of my box 1 is called, my box 1 is an object, and that object is having height, width and depth. My box 2 is also having some other height, width and depth. Okay, so when my box 1 dot volume is called, what will happen? That volume method is executed. Okay, the volume of the box is the height of the my box 1 into height, width of my box 1 into depth of my box 1. That means the object which is reference. That means my box 1 dot volume means when that volume method is called, height into width into depth of my box 1 is calculated and that will be printed. After that we are going to have my box 2 dot volume. Okay, that means instead of having two system dot out dot println statements here, you are giving this as a part of the class definition itself. That means this class is having a function volume, and the volume is the body of this volume class is system dot out dot the volume of the box is height into width into depth. Then whenever that volume is referenced, what does it do? What it does is it is printing the volume of the box which is referenced by the main program. Now we have created two boxes and the volume of the two boxes are printed. Okay. Now suppose that if you want to, instead of this, here you can have another technique. That means when the when mybox one dot volume is called, suppose that the volume of this is calculated and it will return that volume to this class. That means this class has created two boxes, and whenever mybox one dot volume is called, the volume of mybox one dot volume mybox one is returned. That means in the previous, before deleting the body of this, when mybox dot volume is called, what it does is it is calculating the volume and it is printing. So instead of printing that, suppose that this volume returns the volume of the box which is referenced by the main program. So I am going to have the volume is, say it is a double value, here double volume, that means volume returns a double value, and here you are going to have a statement return for 8 into width into depth. That means this is returning. That means when volume is called, that returns height into width into depth, means that one returns the volume of the box reference to the main program. Here what we are going to do is, when mybox one dot volume is called, this one is calling this method and that method returns a value. Now mybox one dot volume is a double value and you can print this. That means here instead of this you can have a statement like system dot out dot println within brackets mybox one dot volume and system dot out dot println mybox 2 dot volume. Okay, now so at this point in time we have discussed how you can define a class and how we can create instances of or objects from a class, and using objects how can you create or how can you reference methods of the class, and how can you utilize the methods of the class, and how a method can return a value to the main program. That means returning a value from a method, how to access a method, all these points we have discussed. Okay, thank you.